What is up, y'all? It's your boy Goods. BigZoeTV back in the building. Y'all already know the vibes. And here we are again. And it's like, I ain't even here to play this time, man. I'm not even here to play around. I'm not even here to joke too much. But one thing I cannot do, man, I know y'all been watching. Y'all been seeing me constantly go at Ak for the bullshit that he keep doing. All the angles he's trying to throw at everybody. All the narratives. But I can't sit back and let you continue to do this, dog. So as long as Ak keep coming out with the bullshit, I'm gonna be the guy to call it out. And I don't care if nobody listening. I don't care if nobody hear it. I'm gonna call it out just so I know I did my part, man. And it seems like just when you thought they didn't have an angle left to use, they just find something new to go with, dog. And it's crazy the angles that these guys try to get and try to go with. But basically what we got going on is Ak is taking a new route, right? And this was supposed to be game number 2 for Drake. This was game number 2 for Drake. This was Ak's way of trying to move the goalposts, spin the narrative. And it seems like that has since backfired. So since it's backfired, now we got to try something new, right? And that's what Ak is doing here. But I ain't gonna talk y'all head off. Let's get to the video, man.
I want to start the stream out by saying, Kendrick Lamar, we need you, bro. Okay, hip hop savior. I'm really happy that Kendrick dropped this song today. Number one, give a lot of life to what's going on in hip hop. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, and I'm not even capping. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. The reason why I'm happy Kendrick dropped this song is for the last about, I want to say 3 days, I was starting to think, I said, man, this nigga is hitting all the right plays. We need a fumble. You ever watch football and you need a nigga to do some shit? And then I kind of seen the fumble coming. I was like, all right. Super Bowl thing. All right. I know they're trying to get at the boy, but they forgot about the Wheezy element. That might be it. But this song right here, thank God for Kendrick. This was terrible. And what I mean by terrible, the actual song is not terrible. But the move of dropping this song at this moment is fucking terrible.
It's funny to hear Ak say that, man. Dropping this song at this moment is terrible. Says who, dog? You? The guy that's supposed to know when it's going to drop?
Are y'all trolling me? Kendrick did not drop, bro. Not again, bro. A fucking again? Bruh. It's like this nigga's in my chat.
The guy that has all the sources.
I never said I talked to Kendrick, and I don't need to. I have sources on all of these niggas.
So the moment of this is terrible. Why? And we're gonna let you get to your why, but we already know your why about to be some dumb shit. But let's go.
Or just dropped a song. I don't know the full title of the song. He just uploads to his Instagram. It appears to be either Dear God or I see another working title that people are saying. Some people are saying called Watch the Party Die, right? The reason why I'm going to say this was absolutely terrible is you can't get announced for the Super Bowl, respond to a fall idea of some game 2, which I told y'all there is no game 2. And
Bruh, you can't make this shit up. So this guy is hitting all the stages of grief, dog. So we went from you being so adamant that there is gonna be a game 2.
But
to now you told everybody that there's not gonna be a game 2.
But game 2, we will win. Boy, if you don't.
All right.
The boy or Drake didn't think there was no game 2. But okay, but you can't say there isn't no game 2, then immediately drop a track seemingly baited game 2.
And this is why I gotta continue to make these videos, bro. This is why I gotta keep doing it, because y'all will let him get away with saying shit like that. Where on earth is Kendrick baiting a game 2 with this? Where? I don't get it. If anything, this shows that there is no fucking game 2. Like, what are you talking about? I think this shows it more than people understand. And there's a lot of things to peel back. There's a lot of layers to peel back with this song, with this drop. And if you're gonna sit here and look at it at a surface level and just tell yourself that this is a Drake diss. Why? Because he obliterated Drake and you expect Drake to come back by now? Or you expected Drake to say something back? You think this is a foot on his neck? If anything, this is a foot on the entire industry right now. This is basically a mirror for everyone in the industry. Look at yourselves. That's what this song is. But Ak, you know, since he's compromised, this is the angle that he takes. And none of this is unexpected, but let's continue.
Okay. So for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I do believe the culture kind of gave this battle to Kendrick. I think pretty much if you're in the culture, and you ask who got the win, the majority of people will say Kendrick. And I also believe that it wouldn't do any good for Kendrick to even engage in the game 2 anyway, even if Drake did want to do that.
Bruh, have I been listening to the wrong act? Like, what is going on here, bro? Like, we got two different guys speaking. Bro, you was the one talking about game 2, bro. You was talking about it. Yeah, Drake alluded to it, but you was the main person out here pushing for a game 2. You was the one out here who said there will be a game 2.
This the new thing. Drake in 5. Here's where we're at. I think Drake doing the 100 gigs, trying to get the people back on his side, it was looking a little bit iffy, even though he's still charting, he's still dropping good music. But then Kendrick was firing on all cylinders, just to be honest. Pop Out hit. He's performing at the Super Bowl. Everything is going good. Not Like Us, still top 10. This move to me was just retarded.
When somebody kicking your back in, all the moves seem retarded, dog. They seem unnecessary. But the fact that you misinterpreted this whole drop says a lot of shit about you, dog. Like, at this very moment, you really just making yourself look crazy out here. This is wild.
This was stupid. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just because it kind of crystallized a few things for me. This move told me that Kendrick don't got nothing going on if it ain't got nothing to do with Drake.
What?
Bruh, listen, man. That's your assessment, dog. This is the assessment. This is what you ended up with all your research and everything you looked into. This is what you ended up with. That Kendrick got nothing going on unless it has something to do with Drake. Sometimes I really wonder if you believe the shit that you say. But then when I really watch and I see and what you're doing and how you're doing it, I think you really do. You know, a lot of people give Act the benefit of the doubt. They say like he does this on purpose. They say, you know, it was calculated. He purposely said this and said that. But the more I watch, I realize that this is you, dog. This is who you are. You a glazer. You glazerific.
Oh! Somebody!
You glaze-tastic. You the glaze originator.
My top 5 is Drake.
You a glaze achiever, dog. You overglaze. This is who you are, dog.
Bow, 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 bow. That's that booty meat.
I just gotta come to the conclusion that this is who you are. You're an overglazer. It's not enough for you to just glaze. You gotta overglaze, dog.
Glaze you, net.
But let's continue.
If the culture is awarding you the battle, everyone is crowning you for the moment.
The moment shit. This is why I keep telling y'all, these dudes, they throw in these keywords and they think people gonna miss and not see. This moment narrative that they've been using has been being used for so long, but I just wanted to point that out because I ain't gonna let you slide with that, dog. No, sir. It ain't happening.
And everyone is now anticipating your next move. The only thing left to see is if you are dethroning or potentially dethroning the guy who's been the king.
Nigga, that nigga is your king, dog. I don't know what you talking about. That nigga is your king.
Obviously, I know there's an album coming at some point. I know there's music to come. But instead, this started in May. This battle kind of ended by the time June came around. Or actually started in April, ended in May. This fool just dropped a fucking basically diss song at Drake in motherfucking September.
And again, we gotta correct this because this is just delusional. Watch the Party Die is not a Drake diss. All right, it's not a Drake diss. If you really look at Watch the Party is almost like an exit interview, right? Because Not Like Us wasn't one. It's sad to watch Act sit there and explain this and try to find ways to dig and try to make this sound good for Drake. To call this thing a diss record is insane, man.
Now, Drake is supposed to be the nigga who can't get over this, right? Like, Drake is the obsessed nigga. He's supposed to be obsessed. You just got your ass beat. Niggas is laughing at you. You know what I mean? OV hole, all of that. You're supposed to be the guy who's trying to engage again. Having Kendrick drop this type of song, either a song that was in his war chest for the battle or a song directly or clearly aimed at Drake.
This nigga's delusional, bro. I swear. This nigga's delusional, bro. It's not even funny no more, bro.
Either or, I just think it's a bad move. You got the win. You should move on.
Bruh, and your chat is trying to tell you. Your chat always trying to save you, dog. And you just don't see it. They telling you this is not a Drake diss, bruh. Literally, this track is about people like you. And literally what you're doing right now is proving everything that he's saying in the music. And this is the part that is crazy to me. Act just doesn't realize at times that you're making it worse. You make it worse when you talk about it. I don't know if Act thinks he's like doing something special. Bro, you're making it worse. You're not helping the situation.
This is a time that, and by the way, again, and you could call me the biggest Drake fan you've ever met or ever heard from.
Nigga, what? Everybody knows this, dog. We ain't gotta call you that. Don't try to throw that in there. He's trying to throw that in there to save himself because you know what you saying sounds crazy. Deep down inside, you know what you saying sounds insane. This is why you gotta say that shit.
I've told you, I said when Kendrick drops, he's gonna outsell whatever Drake got going on. He has all the Infinity Stones.
All they doing is just prepping y'all for the disappointment. That's what's going on here. This is a preparation for disappointment because they know that Drake is not gonna sell.
Now, what this tells me is a few things. Either he's misreading the room, misread this whole Game 2 thing. I've been telling you, ain't nobody running back to battles. Battle's over. Or perhaps he just hates Drake like that, which, I don't know, maybe. Regardless, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I know mad of y'all going to crowd, and I know, like, I won't even...
You the last one to talk about anybody riding, bro. Please don't be that guy. You the last one to say anything about anybody riding, bro. You look like you're riding right now.
Oh! Somebody!
Bro.
Get up!
Yo, what the fuck? Do not open your mouth and talk about anybody riding. Do not talk about anybody riding. You literally riding right now, bruh. You've been on a ride since the video started. Stop it.
Look at my own chat, bruh. Because even though y'all at my chat, like, y'all gonna try to troll me for a reaction. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's compare these to the other diss songs when they were actually in a battle. At least Meet the Gram had an intended motive, even if it wasn't all the way true. Euphoria, I like that song. I think it's the best song on this whole shit. It and Family Matters. Not Like Us, that's the bop. 616, that's dope. This shit just felt out of place to me. And I get it. Y'all gonna say I'm compromised. Y'all gonna say I'm upset, which I'm not. Like, if Kendrick is dissing anybody, and it appears that he's dissing more media members than Drake at this time.
To even say that, bruh, and realize that you saying it seems like he's dissing more media members at this time. And then on the other hand, call this a Drake diss. It's crazy, bruh. It shows, bruh, you don't know what you talk about. You just grasping at whatever you think is gonna help you in your glazing campaign. And you're going out sad, dog. It's looking real bad. It's looking real desperate, man.
You talking about me, so why the fuck would I be mad? Like, nigga, I only win when this happens. Like, no rapper has ever dissed me and won. That's a fact. Okay? So thank you for any rapper who ever dissed me. But the reality of this is that...
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. So what's going on here is Akademiks is mad. He's upset. He's upset, but he doesn't want to show it. And this is how he shows it. He goes on this rant. His rant is basically a whole bunch of nonsense. Now he's talking about all this other stuff. He's upset that he got mentioned in this track.
Radio personality pushing propaganda for salary. Let me know when they turn up as a casualty.
And I get it, dog. You at a point of frustration. And you can't even get Drake to mention you one time, bruh.
If you know how I feel, why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, you know I'm not happy.
You can't get a story post from Drake. You can't get no tickets from Drake.
Oh!
And here you go, the guy that you've been against the whole entire time is basically talking about you in the song, showing you way more attention than the guy you've been glazing this whole entire time. So I get it. It's rough. You upset. And you trying to find reasons to talk about these things and make it look negative on Kendrick's part. I get it, dog. I get it.
You just did a Super Bowl commercial saying there's no round twos, and you dropped a song as if you're trying to bait the guy who you're supposedly victorious over into a round two. The people who are judging it are skewed. Kendrick can't do nothing wrong.
And see, that's the misconception, man. People think that everybody who is talking about Kendrick has been like huge Kendrick fans and like Kendrick can do no wrong.
So I know y'all gonna dick ride this, but I just look at this and be like, what the fuck was this? Somebody said this is a single. This is not a single. If this is a single type record, this is horrible. Get a hook. Get something that sounds good that could be repeatable.
And there we go.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
This shows why this song is specifically for people like you. Get a hook. Get something that's repeatable. You just want to be pacified, bruh. That's your problem. Get a hook. Get something that's like, bro, you sound for Act. I don't even believe that Act is acting like this, bruh. To me, this is crazy. This is the downward spiral. If you've never seen one, this is the downward spiral. Only thing left is the bottom from here, bruh. We ain't going to the top, bruh. Like, this man is spiraling. The man is basically dissing you and the other media personalities like you who do this very thing that you're doing right now. And all you could see is that this is a diss aimed at Drake, at your idol, at your glazee. Bro, you can't be this bad, bro. You can't be going out this sad. You can't be crashing out like this, dog. If you need help, man, the YouTube community can stand by your side, dog. Don't go out like this, dog.
Not Like Us, even though it's calling Drake a pedophile this and third, that's a hot song. That's a single. It's one of the biggest songs, or maybe the biggest song this year. This shit was like some freestyle about a guy who seems mentally obsessed with God knows what. And I look at this and I'm like, it's no way that Kendrick dropped this unless he's trying to either bait Drake to respond or probably believed in this whole theory of game 2/round 2, which I've told you they're not running it, or let me not say they. Drake ain't running it back.
Bro, you was literally here begging for round 2. Now you want to sit here and change the narrative and make it seem like Kendrick is looking for round 2. You see what I mean? But when I say these people spin and they spin, they be spinning, bro. This is what they do. You're trying to find your angles, bro, and it's sad, man.
So whatever you thought of the first one, go in peace, have fun. So I thought this was kind of odd. Now, here's the thing. I do think the culture has kind of given Kendrick unilateral support for the energy and the moves he's been making. So when I see a song that was dropped like this, it has black Air Forces tied super tight with creases in them. I get it. He's saying he's on bad timing. We all know the memes. We all know the energy behind black Air Forces. We get it. I still don't understand why the fuck this would be the song. Just,
bruh, see, that's how you know this guy is delusional and out of touch. Because at this point, if you think this is just about black Air Forces and being on some type of timing, if that's all you think, you're out of touch, bruh. 100%.
what I'm trying to say is that, brother, y'all not in a rap battle anymore. Drop some good songs. You can still diss Drake. You can call him a bitch, light-skinned motherfucker. You can call him whatever you want. But drop some songs that, like, we're not here listening to these fucking, like, you know what I mean, a scary movie type beats. Like, no, brother. Just drop some good music because the battle is over. It's over, okay? But game 2, we will win. Even though I'm telling y'all that Drake don't want to do he's not doing let's run the battle back type shit. I don't think Kendrick wants to do that neither. If you've won and you've been seen as one so gracefully and so strategically as people claimed you won, why would you ever want to run that back again? So it really leads me to the possibility, or my new theory of why Kendrick dropped this, is to distract from the fact that everybody was giving him shit for being the headliner of Super Bowl 59. He's a headliner. Jay-Z's a hater. Jay-Z's the reason why Wayne is not headlining, and most likely Drake won't be involved. The point is this. It's the first time Kendrick has been even close to anything of a cultural backlash. And it didn't take more than 2 days, maybe 3 days. Is it 3 days by now? That he dropped a song. And if you have to be dense or stupid to believe that the song he's dropped isn't probably aimed or meant to be, let's switch the conversation off of let's blame Hove, let's blame this. Let's bring it back on some familiar things, which is let's get at Drake. For all the clip farmers and the clickbaiters and the people who are expecting that I was going to come on here and like, oh my God, no, what? No. I'm happy that this track was dropped.
Call it what you want. Clip farmer, clip baiter, whatever the fuck you trying to say. At the end of the day, we all see that you spiraling and we all see that you going out of control right now. You trying to find whatever angle you can find, bro. Everybody sees through your shit. This gotta be the most corny shit I've seen you do. You just go through all these different angles. We just went from Kendrick Lamar being a hater to trying to distract people from the Lil Wayne in the Super Bowl to making a diss about Drake for round 2. Like which one are you gonna stick with? How many narratives we gotta switch to before you finally pick one? It's like throwing all these shits out there and to find out what's gonna stick. You threw that first narrative out. Now we over here talking about the Super Bowl and whether he dropped that record to distract everyone. And now we talking about the Super Bowl. Like where are we, dog? Like, dog, where are we? Like this is such a D-riding fest. It's crazy to me. And Axe sat here for 33 minutes of this stream straight D-riding and trying to find narratives to make Drake look like something, bruh. Like, bruh, this is sad, bruh. This is low-key sad. And the problem with this is he don't think this is sad at all. He think he's saying something and these points are valid. These are the dumbest takes I've seen Act make in the longest time ever, bruh. This is just crazy stupid, bruh. Whether you like Kendrick or not, you shouldn't be making takes this. You shouldn't be having takes this stupid, dog. I'm sorry.
Fraud. A lot of the industry, they're frauds. He called out media personalities. Well, not really media person. He said radio. Well, some people say he's talking to me, but is he really? Because I don't think so. I've never done radio, but it's okay.
What? You really expect us to believe that you don't think this is the whole reason you here. You're salty, dog. That's why you here doing this, because you're salty.
I've given him enough credit where I don't think a lot of people could keep up with him. So he's one of those people, if you can't outmaneuver him and you can't out chess move him, sometimes you gotta wait till he checkmates himself because you don't have the moves to beat him.
This is painful, bro. This is downright painful, dog. Downright painful. This is crazy.
This was a misstep for me. Not the song being whack. I don't think it's whack, but I think it's a misstep. The rapper who is been known as the "we gonna be all right" rapper, the guy who is for the culture.
They got a new angle. They got a new angle. Now Kendrick is just righteous. He's righteous. He can't diss. He's too righteous. He's too much of a good guy. We gonna be all right. It's too righteous. New angle incoming.
Who is taking on a rap battle that was hyped up by the culture. Remember, he says, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feels. The guy who usually speaks for black and brown people, their plight, those issues. He spent an entire career standing on the right side of those fights, going against the establishment, going against police who were killing black men.
And he still is, bro. What are you saying, bro? What is this guy talking about, yo? This dude, yo, listen, for the people that watch this shit, y'all really watch this shit? Y'all really watch his shit and really just soak in all this shit that he says? Like, this must be the worst ever. I've never seen a take this bad, bro. And I've never seen him, like, trying to find all this, like, shit, bro. Like, the nigga is yapping for 33 minutes, making excuses for another man. And finding reasons why the one that he's against shit is invalid. This is wild.
But we've seen a different Kendrick Lamar this year. This is a Kendrick Lamar who, whether you want to admit it or not, this is a Kendrick Lamar who's moving off of self-admitted hatred. You could possibly say...
Why? Because in the song he said he's the biggest hater? So you just taking that and you just riding with that, dog? Oh gosh, bro. Like...
Maybe some jealousy. Someone who is not maybe as righteous as maybe you think. To me, this was further proof. I'll explain.
Please.
So you mean to tell me that Kendrick Lamar, and this is why I say you shouldn't go past the mark in victory. So the same Kendrick Lamar who gave us Humble, We Gonna Be All Right, Black of the Berry, all that type of stuff.
You see that, guys? Now here goes the new angle. The new angle is that Kendrick Lamar is way too righteous to do this stuff. It gotta be we all right, Black Power, all this other stuff. It gotta be all that. That is literally what he's saying right now. But let's go.
He comes under fire less than 3 days for being announced as the Super Bowl halftime headliner by the NFL / Rock Nation Jay-Z. And rather let people in their narratives or whatever their criticisms wasn't even really aimed at him. Rather than let those lie, he chose to drop another song baiting or getting at the same people. To those who control the will of the people, we expect you to have really high standards. And you know, I know I'm saying a lot before I get to it, but
nah, nigga, you saying way too much, my nigga. That's what the problem is. You're saying way too much, and you're saying a whole bunch of nothing, dog. That's what you're really doing. You're jumping from angle to angle to angle to angle, and you're D-riding, bruh. You're D-riding.
Oh! Somebody!
That's the problem. That's the issue. We see it. They see right through you. Your chat sees right through you. They all talking about you right now as we speak, bro. Look at this shit, man. They not fucking with it, Act. They not fucking with it. You're trying to force this narrative that this shit is about Drake when it is not. You're forcing this and saying that it's about Drake. And that's where your angle is starting. And now you're branching this shit out to all types of shit. This is the guy that's on here doing this, bruh. This is who y'all follow. What are we doing out here, man? And it's a shame I gotta sit here and continuously make these videos about this shit because I refuse to let you spew out your shit and turn around and act like nobody call you out on your shit. I'm gonna be the one to do it.
Okay, first of all, the battle with you and Drake is done. Okay, you're shooting shots at the end of the game, and you're supposed to be in the locker room like spraying champagne over yourself. Okay? This the new thing, Drake in 5.
This is crazy.
Okay, that was the pop-up. We thought you were doing that. Here's where I think you look a little bit like a fraud. Because the same Kendrick who built an entire career up to this year on not only just cultural values, but we're standing for the plight of black and brown people by an institution or for an institution that has been heavily criticized for disrespecting the voice of said black and brown people, the NFL.
And this is how you know that Act is completely disconnected from the culture. Act, you are not connected to the culture, because if you were, you would understand that Kendrick Lamar performing at the Super Bowl is more than the history and the past of the Super Bowl. Yes, fuck the NFL and the shit that they have done. But the NFL still is an organization that exists with a lot of brothers in the NFL right now as we speak. It is what it is, and it's an institution that isn't going anywhere. Is it fuck the NFL? Whatever. Yeah, if you feel that way and you feel some type of way about what happened, fuck the NFL then. So the next wave and the shit you need to do is to improve from within. So if that means a performance by Kendrick Lamar performing songs that are uplifting the culture, why the f not? Why not? Hip hop has not headlined a Super Bowl. You don't feel like this would probably be the beginning of it? Of something? Some type of direction that's different from the direction that you talking about? So what you want him to do? You want him to sit back and decline the Super Bowl so he could be Mr. We All Right and live in that box? You don't understand what's going on because you don't understand the culture. This is why Akademiks talks about the culture like he's outside of it, because he is.
We don't forget, and we didn't forget, that it was only a couple of years ago that niggas wasn't rocking with the NFL because, by and large, all their owners and even the commissioner was like, y'all niggas stop kneeling. How do you, Mr. Self-Righteous, I call you hip-hop Jesus because that's how people look at you.
This Act hating, bro. I swear, bro. Drake must have went to the Act and said, listen, we got to turn this shit up a notch. And Act was like, okay, Drizzy. And this is where he at now. This is where he at. This is wild, bruh. I mean, Act, this is sad, dog. I mean, look at you, dog. Look at you, dog. How did you get here? Look at what you've become, dog.
You are the same nigga who are basically saying, yo, check this out. I stand with Colin Kaepernick. That was you.
And what's the point? I don't get it. What's the point? Like, bro, look at your chat, dog. They don't even know where you at right now. You done flip-flopped all types. You done flip-flopped everywhere. Try to find the angle. Now we talking about Colin Kaepernick and the fact that Kendrick and every other black figure out there was standing next to him and standing for him. What is the point that you're trying to make here? If Kendrick Lamar was standing next to Colin Kaepernick, who gives a shit? If he was standing with him, who gives a shit? What the f does that have to mean with him performing at the NFL anyway? Was Colin Kaepernick not trying to get back into the NFL? Kneeling was a thing, but wasn't the ultimate goal to get back into the NFL? So if that's the case, what are you talking about, dog? This is why I mean, like, this is why I say this shit sounds stupid and you're not making no valid points, bro. You're rambling on and you just hook, you coping, you rambling on, you don't know what to do with yourself, and you trying to fish for angles, bro. And we not gonna let you do that, dog. We gonna call you out on every angle you try to push out there. You're fishing for angles, dog. Colin Kaepernick was trying to get back into the NFL.
That was you. You stood with Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick stood for black people against the NFL and also against for anybody else who was opposing his voice when he was speaking out against the inequalities of black and brown people when it comes to dealing with police.
And on top of that, the NFL actually did things to try to come to a medium. They did things to try to come to a medium in some place of understanding, right? Did they not? The one thing that they didn't do is they didn't give Colin Kaepernick a quarterback job. That's the only difference. There's definitely things that the NFL has done. And seeing Kendrick Lamar get the Super Bowl on stage halftime right now and being the first headliner as a hip hop artist is a stride. That's how these things happen. You gotta move towards something. And it's happening that way. This is how it has to happen. Did Colin Kaepernick get back his QB job? No, he didn't.
This was you in 2017. At the Forbes Under 30 summit, you said Colin Kaepernick his protest was very important for the next generation. I agree. It's very convenient. Okay, no, I'm still dissing Drake. The Drake thing is over, nigga. Remember who you are. You didn't build you might be getting your...
Listen, and we not gonna let him do this, bruh. You not gonna keep saying that he dissing Drake. This was not a Drake diss, bruh. And I know you want to push it and say that, but we not gonna let you do that, dog.
Your peak, the highest peak off this and Drake. But remember who you are. You're the guy who showed up on award shows in chains. You're the guy who, even on the third verse of Not Like Us, you talked about slavery. You're the guy who's talked about oppression, and you've talked about a lot of things that, again, you're what the culture feeling.
And yeah, that is what the culture feeling. And what the culture feeling right now is that you an ultimate glazer, bro. You a glazer. Glaze you, net. The narrative is just crazy, bro. And I get it. I think what Act knows is that there are people out here that are going to buy his narratives. But people who listen and people who actually see what's going on know better. They know better. I had enough of it, bro. I can't continue this, bro. People who have ears, they know better, bro. They can see right through this bullshit. They can see right through your BS. They can see right through it all, bro. Ak is trying to spit out his narratives, and he's trying to spin this the best way he can. I mean, like I said, we started at this track being a bad move, to this track being a diss track to Drake, to Colin Kaepernick in the Super Bowl, to Lil Wayne not getting the Super Bowl. Like, we're everywhere with this shit, and it shows, bro. You are trying to find ways to cope with this, but nevertheless, leave it up to me, because I'm not gonna let this shit ride, bro. I'm gonna be here. You know what I mean? If I gotta make a video every day because you got some new dumb shit to say, I will. And listen, everybody has a right to their opinion, man. Let's not forget that. Everybody has a right to their opinion, but I'm gonna be here to fight yours, dog. If you out here saying some outlandish shit, man. But listen, I don't know. I had enough, man. I can't do any more Act today, man. This is wild. That man is coping. He's losing it. I don't know where he think he taking this, but obviously he's upset. He's upset because he was mentioned, and he's trying to mask this in a way to make it seem like, you know, Kendrick is this a bad move, this, that, because of a Drake, this. We're not doing that, bro. If you upset, just say that, bro. But listen, let me know how y'all feel, man. How do y'all feel about it? Do y'all think any of his points made sense? Are there any other points that you agree with? What do y'all think is going on with Ak right now? Y'all think he's trying to cope? Y'all think he's losing it? Let me know in the comment section, man. Listen, y'all already know. If you have not subscribed, make sure you go down there, hit that subscribe button, violate that like button. It's your boy Goods, XY, Big Z. You know the vibes.
Wait, I'm the truth, you ain't never lied. Top down, all crews like vanilla sky. All this hate against the kid, it should be televised. Afraid of heights, not me, I'm forever fly. Yup, I'm back, but I never left. You niggas left ain't coming back, son, that's kinda death. Matter of fact, I made it better, y'all was wasting breath. I hold it down while you're gone, won't even know you're left.